Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome back to UPW TV. This is episode 41. It is a Friday night, and we're here at Ultralight. I am your host, aaroncantmosh. We are on the road to Final Destination, May 30th, this season finale of UPW TV. And tonight, I am your host, aaroncantmosh, and just me in the booth again tonight, as Crazy Joe has been hard at work over at TFF Wrestling Summit, which you can see live tomorrow night on the Crazy Joe 2K YouTube channel. But tonight we have a Patreon voted submission match for the television championship between the current TV champion Soberano Jr. and the former TV champion Chad Gable. Prince Devitt goes one-on-one with Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia looks to get revenge after being attacked by Prince Devitt last week, and also Devitt attacked William Regal 2 weeks before that. Megan Bayne has her in-ring debut here tonight against the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. Can the heavyweight of CEO Enterprise get a win over Io Sky here tonight? We have match 3 in the best of 5 series between Bound by Blood and Grand View, and tonight it is elimination tables, so you know things will get a little crazy. And in the main event for you tonight, the Men's World Championship is on the line as Eddie Kingston defends against an old foe in Claudio Castagnoli. But starting things off here tonight, people, the UPW Television Championship is on the line as Chad Gable looks to reclaim his TV championship from Soberano Jr. Now, like I mentioned, this match, this stipulation was voted by my Patreon backers in the $6 USD 750 CAD tier, Ultralight EX here over on patreon.com/aaroncantmosh. That is a thing, and that is a thing you can go subscribe to, and you can vote on matches just like this one. This one's sure to be an absolute banger. Last week, we saw the Gold Medalist Academy go against the Silver Tongue. Both these men representing their factions here tonight. We saw Braun Breaker pin Dominic Mysterio in the 8-man tag. But on the 420 edition of UPW TV, we saw Dominic Mysterio reclaim the Junior Heavyweight Championship from Charlie Dempsey. And here tonight, Soberano Jr. makes his first solo entrance as the UPW Television Champion. Soberano Jr. defeated the Beast Mortos just a couple of weeks ago to win that TV championship, and tonight this is his first defense. Will Chad Gable be able to cut the reign of Soberano Jr. short? Or will Soberano Jr. take down the former television champion? This is going to be a good one, people. This is going to be one for the ages. Matches like this, matches like Soberano Jr. versus Chad Gable, this can only happen in one place and one place only. In UPW. I think it's an only, it's an only. Whatever. Put him up. Television Championship is on the line, people. One of the richest prizes in all of Ultralight Pro Wrestling. Chad Gable, that man has held it once before. Can he reclaim it here tonight, or will Soberano Jr. retain here tonight in his first television championship defense? As head scissors takedown by Chad Gable. Gable immediately going to work on the neck of Soberano Jr. You got to think maybe Chad Gable going to target the legs here tonight, going to target the ankles. We know Chad Gable likes to lock in that ankle lock. He's tapped out so many men with that ankle lock. He broke the ankle of Rob Van Dam so many months ago, and only now Rob Van Dam has returned to UPW as we saw in the 420 episode. Nice drop kick by Soberano Jr. Soberano Jr. now went for a springboard leg drop, but Gable able to get out of the way. These two now going to lock up. Nice waist lock by Chad Gable. Gable definitely going to try to keep control on the technical side of this match here tonight, but Soberano Jr. no slouch himself. Gable trying to escape the side headlock right now, but having a bit of a hard time. Soberano Jr. transitions into the front chancer in the knee, right to the face, and a springboard leg drop. Went like two-thirds across the ring. What the hell? That was a far-ass jump. Soberano Jr.'s overpowering Chad Gable right now. Gable backing Soberano Jr. up into the corner. Soberano with a kick to the midsection. Big chop in the chest by Chad Gable. Though Gable immediately back into the side headlock. And a nice tiger spin taken down Soberano Jr. Soberano not too happy about that one. Gable going to send him off the ropes. Nice overhead belly to belly by Chad Gable. And now Gable, look at this. Got the arms tied up, but no, Soberano Jr. able to roll out of it, land on his feet. Soberano Jr. got Chad Gable in the corner now. Tornado DDT dumped him on his head. And Soberano Jr. feeling himself right now, but Gable able to get the knees up. Turns him around, maybe looking for a German suplex. No, Soberano Jr. with the back elbow, but Gable got a suplex anyway. Northern Light style that time. Chad Gable, of course, won his first TV championship. Oh my God! Back at UPW New Vision from then TV champion Javon Evans. Of course, now Javon Evans, one half the World Tag Team Champions. Chad Gable, though, getting put in the corner now. Soberano Jr. Scoop and a slam in the corner. Got Chad Gable where he wants him. Soberano Jr. went for that arm drag, but no. Gable able to get out of the way. Oh wait, Soberano rolling out of the way. Oh my God, pop-up Rana, holy shit. That was a thing of beauty from Soberano Jr. and a drop kick as well. Now remember, people, this is a submission match. The only way to win this match is by submission. We're seeing that right now with a dragon sleeve for Chad Gable. Got his leg under the rope. Oh, wait a minute. Ripcord Spanish fly. And he just dumped Chad Gable. Oh, but no, Gable with an up kick back to his feet. Soberano Jr. sent him off the ropes. Nice drop down by Soberano Jr. And a leapfrog and the power slam. And the springboard moonsault as well. Holy shit. Soberano Jr. going crazy right now. Just like he did in that match where he won the TV championship against Beast Mortos just a couple of weeks ago. Looking to tap him out. No. Had that Tequila Sunrise locked in. Gable rolling to the floor. Soberano gonna beat him there. Nice jumping senton. And now looking to top up with a moonsault as well. Gable set right into the barricade, shoulder first. Soberano Jr. so far has been in pretty firm control of this matchup. We're at a count of 5 right now. Gable getting sent back in the ring. Soberano Jr. gonna follow. Going to the top rope, though. Looking to make a splash. Beautiful Hurricane Rana off the top rope by Soberano Jr. Soberano got Chad Gable, puts him in the corner again. Scoop and a slam again. Oh, but Chad Gable's fired up. Chad Gable's fired up. Oh, Gable with a scoop and a slam of his own. Gable picking a Soberano Jr. back up and looking for a German suplex. He holds on. He holds on. There's a second. He's looking for the hat trick. Hit him with the third. Chad Gable just powered up. And now Gable gonna lock in the ankle lock. Looking to make Soberano Jr. tap out. Right now Soberano Jr. able to roll on his back and push Gable away. Gable with the right hand though. Gable with a German suplex again. With a knee right to the bicep or the shoulder of Soberano Jr. Uh-oh, Fisherman Buster dropped him on his head. And Soberano Jr. with an up kick, and Soberano again with a pop-up Hurricane Rana. But Chad Gable with an up kick, and now Chad Gable back to his feet. Both these men do not want to stay down. Uh-oh, Chad Gable gonna try to keep him down. Dead lift, German on the floor. That was a rough landing for Soberano Jr. Soberano Jr. Oh, caught him with the drop kick in midair. Caught him with the lower back with the drop kick. The TV champion looks to keep his title, and he will not stop fighting. Uh-oh. Picks him up for the reverse pile driver. Chad Gable might be down and out. Soberano Jr. looks to make the man tap. Tequila Sunrise locked in. He's got that arm. He's got the leg, but Gable able to escape. Chad Gable able to roll over onto his back, and he just hit the Liger kick out of nowhere. But Soberano Jr. is right back up. Springboard drop kick. Oh my God. These two are put on a clinic right now. Oh, code red. And Chad Gable got a roll to the apron. Chad Gable looks for any air to breathe, but he can't find it right now. Tornado DDT on the apron. Just dropped him on his fucking head. What a match this has been. Oh God, oh God. Oh, on the floor. Dropped him on his head on the floor, and he's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. Oh my God. Surely that's it. Surely that's it. Soberano Jr. now locking in yet another Tequila Sunrise. Wrenching back on Chad Gable, center of the ring. But Chad Gable again rolling to his back. Chad Gable somehow, someway, still in this, and another Liger kick. Another Liger kick. Turning him around, looking for that ankle lock. Soberano Jr. with a counter on the enziguri. This is what the television championship is all about. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Soberano, look away, leg drop. And once again, the Tequila Sunrise. Is he gonna tap out? Oh no. Soberano let go. Maybe he realized that hasn't been working. He wants to pivot. He wants to pivot. Uh-oh. Oh no, Gable landing on his feet. Gable landing on his feet. Pops up. Nice head scissors from Chad Gable. Soberano though on the top rope. Calling Gable to his feet again. Soberano went for the Hurricane Rana, overshot it. Completely overshot. I don't know if there's something in his eyes. Maybe the sweat was getting in his eyes, obscuring the vision of Soberano Jr. He completely whiffed that. And that might have been a critical error for the TV champion. Chad Gable with a drop kick to the side of the head. And now Chad Gable, no, getting reversed this time by Soberano Jr. Gable putting Soberano putting Gable on the ropes. And Gable just tossing him over the rope to the floor. And now Chad Gable just waiting for Soberano Jr., the TV champ, to get back in the ring. Lariat by Chad Gable. And now Gable picking up Soberano Jr. again. And now again into the ankle lock. Oh, Soberano Jr. right there, able to get under the ropes. I think able to lock it in again, but Soberano Jr. able to push him away. Right hand from Soberano Jr. and a German suplex himself. Gable with a knee to the midsection. Chad Gable got the champ in the corner. Now a dragon screw. And really locking it in that leg. Look at that, wrenching on the ankle of Soberano Jr. Gable is zeroing in on the leg of Soberano Jr. right now. Look at this, the torque that Gable's putting on that leg right now. Now working over to the arm instead. Trying to pick apart the TV champion. Uh-oh. Oh God, not again. Another Fisherman Buster. Both men are down this time. And you see the champion immediately clutching the leg. He's hurt. He is hurt. And Chad Gable supposed to blow up the water, but Soberano Jr. able to move out of the way. That was a lot of syllables for me to say in a very short amount of time. The champ got Gable in the corner, but Gable with an elbow. And Soberano Jr. with a TNA kick now. Uh-oh. Dropped him on his head again. And now a dragon sleeper. Targeting the neck of Chad Gable. Gable grabbing the ref's hand, though. Look at that. Gable grabbing the ref's hand, saying, I'm not going to let go. Uh-oh, another springboard, a springboard moonsault this time. Right into the dragon sleeper, that was beautiful. Beautiful transition. Is Gable gonna tap out? No, Soberano Jr. gonna let go again. Gable will not stay down. A leg drop. And now a standing moonsault from Soberano Jr. Now attacking the arm. He's hitting anything he can right now. He knows his leg is hurt. He knows he's in a dangerous position right now. If Chad Gable locks in that ankle lock, it could be game over. Uh-oh. There's Soberano again with another springboard leg drop to the neck of Chad Gable again. And now again, go back to the arm and the leg. The Tequila Sunrise again. He's got it locked in deep, but Soberano Jr. gonna keep letting go. Soberano Jr. gotta figure something out here. He's going back and forth a little too much. Springboard, roll through. Go back to the ropes, maybe a little off the mark there. Nice drop kick by Soberano Jr. He might have had his bell rung at some point during this match. A lot of sheer drops from Chad Gable here tonight. for the dropkick, but Sombra Jr. able to move out of the way. Went for the leg, but Gable out-wrestling Sombra Jr. right now in the late stages of this matchup. Gable with an Olympic slam! An Olympic slam, and both men are down. Chad Gable, Sombra Jr. both down. Gable back up to his feet. Gable back up to his feet. And now Chad Gable gonna roll Sombra Jr. over. And he locks in the ankle lock. Oh my God, he's wrenching on that. He's wrenching on that. And Sombra Jr. has to tap out. Chad Gable is once again the UPW television champion. What a damn match to open up episode 41. And that is what the TV championship is all about. The work rate belt is once again around the waist of the workhorse. And obviously very emotional Tatum Paxley after she cost Lyra Valkyria the Global Championship last week. You want to talk about emotional, you want to talk about personal. Tonight does not get much more personal than this. Prince Devitt takes on Daniel Garcia here tonight. Daniel Garcia has got one thing and one thing only on his mind, and it is revenge. Prince Devitt targeted Daniel Garcia, targeted William Regal the last couple of weeks. And Daniel Garcia looks to get revenge for his mentor here tonight. And this is a man right here, Prince Devitt, who we have not seen since December. Prince Devitt went away for a couple of months, had to recalibrate, reset himself. And Prince Devitt is here tonight. And I talked to Prince Devitt earlier today ahead of this match, and he told me that the reason he took out William Regal, the reason he's back here in UPW is to take the old-timers out. That's how he put it to me. He said all these old guys, they want to come in, they want to take the spotlight. They don't know how to go away permanently. They don't know how to stay retired. Prince Devitt, he looks to be the man that changes that. He's tired of people coming in and taking his spot. He's tired of waiting around. Prince Devitt is a man on a mission. And William Regal, he was just the first victim. Daniel Garcia here tonight is going to do everything he can to stop this legend killer, Prince Devitt. That's much easier said than done. Prince Devitt, a multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, former NXT Champion, former WWE Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion, you name it, this man has won it. The resume speaks for itself. Prince Devitt feels like his resume is not enough anymore. Prince Devitt, he's hunting new trophies. And right now it seems to be Legends heads. Daniel Garcia, not a legend yet, but definitely a legend in the making. Prince Devitt looks to test that here tonight, as Daniel Garcia looks to avenge his fallen mentor, William Regal. But Prince Devitt with a gut buster immediately out of the gate, dropping Daniel Garcia right on his knees, right to the stomach, and a springboard dropkick for good measure. Prince Devitt not wasting any time, not wasting any motion in the early goings of this matchup. Devitt slamming Daniel Garcia's arm into the mat, but Garcia with an up kick, and now these two are gonna lock up. Devitt with a collar and elbow, pushing Daniel Garcia against the ropes. Daniel Garcia with a clean break, but Devitt back into the collar and elbow now. Garcia switching over into the wrist lock. Devitt, beautiful, kipping up, and the cartwheel. Nice transition by Prince Devitt. Devitt with the side headlock now on Daniel Garcia. Garcia got to push him off here, and he does. Daniel Garcia with a drop down, another drop down. Wait for Devitt to come back, and he hit him with the kitchen sink. Garcia, bow and arrow hold applied to Prince Devitt. Daniel Garcia, former junior heavyweight champion here in UPW. So Daniel Garcia definitely not a slouch. Prince Devitt has his work cut out for him here tonight. Garcia getting pushed back into the corner again by Prince Devitt. Look at that, the form right in the face of Daniel Garcia, and a cheap shot by Prince Devitt. Devitt went for a belly-to-belly, but no. Garcia fighting out of it, nice right hands, and a nice drop toe hold. Oh my God, Devitt's face hit the rope. Devitt's face landed on the bottom rope, and that might be bad for Prince Devitt. We have an awkward landing, and now Daniel Garcia not giving him any time to breathe. A stomp right to the chest by Daniel Garcia. Devitt getting his head bounced like a basketball off the apron. Devitt getting sent back into the ring by Daniel Garcia. Like I said, Daniel Garcia's got one thing and one thing only on his mind. It is revenge. Prince Devitt with a series of strikes, and the Shining Wizard. Oh, Devitt feeling himself right now, taking aim on Daniel Garcia, but Daniel Garcia caught the leg that time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God, the bloody cross, almost like a bloody Sunday. There's been a fine games there by Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia got Devitt set up. Knee trembler, no. Devitt able to move out of the way. Prince Devitt able to avoid the knee trembler. Nice combination again by Prince Devitt. And now Devitt, nice tope con hilo, tope atomico. Daniel Garcia in a bad way right now. The drop kick right into the corner, into the cover. And Daniel Garcia able to get the shoulder up. But Prince Devitt sees that Daniel Garcia is in the drop zone. Coup de grace to Daniel Garcia. Cover on Daniel Garcia. Thanks for coming, kid. But Daniel Garcia not staying down so easily. Surviving a coup de grace. But might not survive this one. Bloody Sunday. 1, 2, 3. Prince Devitt, welcome back to Ultralight Pro Wrestling. Hell of a match between Prince Devitt and Daniel Garcia. But unfortunately tonight, Daniel Garcia was not able to get the job done against the Prince. When you aim at the Prince, you best not miss. Welcome back to UPW, Prince Devitt.
Every other Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, only on youtube.com/crazyjokesuk. TFF, where pro wrestling lives.
Welcome back to UPW TV. We just heard from former men's world champion CM Punk. He sounds very determined to do anything he can to get back to his men's world championship. The people, it is now time for match 3, not only of the night, but also match 3 of this best of 5 series between Graham Dito and Bound by Blood. Right now, these teams are 1 apiece. First week, they faced off in an Elimination Tornado Tag match. Last week, they faced off in a Steel Cage match. This week, they face off in an Elimination Table Tornado Tag match. What a series this has been, and people, we have heard it from the World Tag Team Champions themselves, and also from the General Manager themselves. Whoever wins this best of 5 series will get a shot at the World Tag Team Championships at Final Destination. And here comes the hardest hitting team in all of UPW. Konosuke Takeshita, Ilya Dragunov, Bound by Blood. Ever since becoming a tag team, these two have been one of the most dominant forces in this entire tag team division. Although I say that, they have yet to capture the World Tag Team Championships. They already have had one failed attempt at the World Tag Team titles. They lost in the first round of the Briscoe Cup to eventual finalist Kings of Wrestling. Bound by Blood, this might be their last shot at the World Tag Team Championships. Here we go, people. These two great tag teams going at it one more time. Elimination tables match. This one gonna be a chaotic one, people. Waiting on Hologram off the ropes. Hologram. His head sees Ilya Dragunov. Close to catch. Got Bandito in the corner, but no. Hologram got Takeshita, puts him in the corner. As Bandito switches focus to Ilya Dragunov. Nice super kick to the side of the head. Hologram got Takeshita up. Snake Eyes on the top turnbuckle. Springboard moonsault for good measure. Oh my God. I think Bandito got hit with the chop, but Hologram went for the dropkick. Bandito with an axle dropkick to Hologram. There's that type of miscommunication that happens in these chaotic tag team matches, these tornado tag team matches. Especially when one is no DQ, when the only objective to win is put your opponents through a table. And of course, this is elimination, so if one member of a team gets put through the table, they got to get out of here. This could very quickly turn into a handicap situation. Really, that's what the opening bit of this match is about. Who can turn this into a handicap situation the quickest? Got Dragunov. Takeshita with a club to the back of Bandito. Wait a minute, this might turn into a handicap situation right away. Wait a minute! Oh my God, Ilya Dragunov getting put through a table. That is the type of quickness that you get from Graham Dito. You blink and you miss it. Hologram already able to put Ilya Dragunov through a table. We are already in a handicap situation for Konosuke Takeshita. We saw it in the steel cage match last week. It seems like the strategy of Graham Dito is use the speed, use the quickness against Bound by Blood. When you end the match quick, they don't see it coming. Ilya Dragunov, Konosuke Takeshita both very used to having 20-minute classics, 30-minute classics. That's how this tag team formed. But when you do the reverse, when you put them in an environment that they're not used to, things like this happen. They start to slip up. They start to get confused. They start to get frustrated. And Hologram just put Ilya Dragunov through a table, and Takeshita has no idea what to do with himself right now. Crowd chanting, "We want tables." Little they know this is a tables match. Hologram on the top rope, calling Takeshita to his feet. Bandito grabbing a table. Hurricane Rana to the floor. What a Hurricane Rana by Hologram all the way to the floor. Konosuke Takeshita is in a bad way right now, but Takeshita fighting out a bit. Takeshita, look at that, rolling through that table, like knocking that table down. Very smart move by Konosuke Takeshita. He just got planted on his head with a poison Rana. Hologram got another table himself. We got all sorts of tables in the ring right now. Bandito with a moonsault kick landing on his feet. Turning Takeshita around. Dragon suplex. What the hell is happening to these tables right now, people? What the fuck? I'm trying to set up a table, but this table is just floating all over the place. Oh, wait a minute. I think Bandito is about to get hit with the blue thunderbomb on the outside. Oh, wait a minute. Knee right to the face. And Bandito is trying to take down Takeshita, but Takeshita's fighting back right now. Konosuke Takeshita. He understands he's in the handicap scenario, but he does not care. Konosuke Takeshita with another German suplex to Hologram. The faster that he can turn this into a one-on-one scenario, the better for Takeshita. Takeshita got to focus on putting one of these men through a table. Big monkey flip by Hologram. Bandito once again knocking another table after putting another one in the ring. We have like 6 tables out here right now and only one of them set up. What the hell is Bandito doing? Bandito gonna jump into the crowd, knocking over yet another table, picking it up, probably gonna set it up again. There it is. There's Hologram with yet another table. Bandito on the top rope. Bandito with a shooting star press to the floor. What the fuck just happened? Oh my god. Bandito measuring Takeshita. German suplex. Hologram trying to get a piece as well. There is a lot going on right now, people. Standing shooting star from Bandito. Standing moonsault, no. Takeshi able to get out of the way. Oh my god, what a lariat! What a lariat to Hologram! But Takeshita back in the ring. Takeshita trying to isolate Bandito, but both men back in the ring just like that. Look at this. Oh my god, I was gonna say Takeshita fighting out of it right now, fighting back. He just got laid out with a super kick. Right hand from Hologram. Hologram went for the springboard. Takeshita able to move out of the way. Takeshita, oh my god, getting the right hand right to the face. Right hands from Bandito. These men just beating the hell out of Konosuke Takeshita right now. They know what they got to do to put a man like this away. Bandito with a table right to the back of Konosuke Takeshita, setting it up. Perhaps for Hologram. Open Takeshita. Takeshita with a reversal. Takeshita pop-up powerbomb. If he turned a little bit, that would have been right through the table. Takeshita trying to put Bandito, or trying to put Hologram to tail. Bandito's running drills out there. I don't know what the hell's going on. And Hologram with a Hurricane Rana, sending Takeshita through the table. And just like that, Bandito are now 2-1 against Bound by Blood. People, next week, it could be match point for Bandito. What a victory for Hologram and Bandito. It is now time for the in-ring debut of Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne, brought in by Mercedes Moné. Her insurance policy. Megan Bayne, of course, 1/3 of CEO Enterprises alongside Mercedes Moné and JC Jane. Ahead of Mercedes' UPW Women's World Championship match against Athena at Final Destination. Megan Bayne looks to take down the genius of the sky, Io Sky, here tonight. Megan Bayne, quite the specimen. This woman is large. This woman is strong. There is a reason She stands behind Mercedes Moné. But tonight, Megan Bayne might have the biggest challenge of her young career. As tonight she faces the genius of the sky, Io Sky. Io Sky, we have not seen her in UPW in quite some time. Io Sky looking to reestablish herself in the women's division here tonight against Megan Bayne. Io Sky has not looked more determined than she does right now. Io Sky with her appearing and disappearing hood. And here we go. Megan Bayne versus Io Sky. This one is going to be a good one, people. And Io Sky immediately with the roll through double stomp to Megan Bayne. Io Sky, the much smaller of these two women. Megan Bayne actually towers over Io Sky. But Io Sky will not let that slow her down whatsoever. Io Sky pushing Megan Bayne away with the drop kick. At least we're going to lock up again. Megan Bayne with a side headlock, but Io Sky trips her up, brings her back down. Right hand to the face of Megan Bayne. Not putting her against the ropes. Io Sky, I was going to say maybe looking to send her off the ropes, but it's Megan Bayne sending Io Sky straight to the floor. Io got Megan Bayne on the outside. Sends her into the stairs. Io Sky knows exactly what she's got to do to keep a woman like Megan Bayne down. Io Sky snapping back with the leg of Megan Bayne on the floor. Io Sky with a stomp to the arm of Megan Bayne. We're at a count of 5 now. One of these women got to get back in the ring. Oh my God, what a boot by Megan Bayne. Right to the side of the head. And Bayne just tossing Io Sky. Just tossing her across the floor. Count of 8, looking to get a count on victory. Io Sky back in the ring. I don't know if Megan Bayne realizes that. She does now. Kick to the midsection and the back elbow by Io Sky. And Io Sky with a hesitation drop kick as well. Io Sky calling Megan Bayne to her feet. Springboard for the drop kick, but no Megan Bayne able to get out of the way. Megan Bayne with a stomp to the midsection, picking up Io Sky. Right hand by Megan Bayne. German suplex right on Io Sky's head. Quick cover by Megan Bayne, but no. Sky able to kick out. This has been definitely a difference of styles here. The quickness of Io Sky against the slow, methodical pace of Megan Bayne. But Bayne went for a German, I think, but Io Sky, nice ripcord knee right under the jaw of Megan Bayne, and now Io Sky going to the top rope. Io Sky measuring Megan Bayne. Nice drop kick off the top by Io Sky. Io Sky going to the top rope again. Oh my God, Megan Bayne! Megan Bayne was on the floor and Io Sky went for broke. Megan Bayne able to get out of the way. And Sky just crashed and burned. But Sky back to her feet with an enziguri, and she's completely unfazed. Io Sky Called Megan Bayne to her feet. Io Sky maybe looking to fly. Suicide dive to Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne, though, back up to her feet. And now Megan Bayne grabbing the hair of Io Sky, just bringing her up into the air and dropping her down on the floor. Got the arms, oh no. Megan Bayne maybe looking to chicken wing her, but Io Sky got the leg of Megan Bayne now, targeting the leg of Bayne. Very smart strategy by Io Sky. Target the legs of Megan Bayne on the outside. If she can't get back in the ring, you can get a count-out victory on the much larger woman. But Io Sky maybe realizes this is opportunity right here. Io Sky. And a count of 8 right now. Count of 9, but Megan Bayne able to get back in the ring. And Megan Bayne picking her back up. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Holy shit! Oh my God, okay. Holy shit, she just tossed her like she was nothing. Megan Bayne just tossed Io Sky through the air, and Io Sky somehow back to her feet already. Drop kick to the back by Io Sky. Megan Bayne down and out in the corner. Sky taunting Megan Bayne. The drop kick right to the chest. Sky picking Bayne up. Sky turning her around. Ripcord knee again by Io Sky. Io going to the top rope now. Maybe looking for the over the moonsault. No, Megan Bayne able to move out of the way. Megan Bayne getting out of the way. And Bayne now sending her off the ropes. Shining Wizard. Megan Bayne now looking for it again. Picks her. Oh no. Io Sky with the right hand right to the face of Megan Bayne. Puts her in the corner one more time. Uh-oh. Io Sky. What has Io Sky got in mind here? Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Io Sky looking for a Spanish fly. Spanish fly to Megan Bayne. Sky going up one more time for the over. The moonsault. Hits it on Megan Bayne. 1, 2. Oh, wow, Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne able to get the shoulder up. Io Sky thinking, what the hell do I gotta do to put Megan Bayne away? Oh, quick roll up, quick roll up. Megan Bayne got her up, got her stacked up high, but Io Sky with the reversal. Io Sky with the reversal, and Io Sky gets the win. Io Sky getting the win over Megan Bayne. Very impressive showing by Megan Bayne, but Io Sky just too good for Megan Bayne here tonight. You gotta think Mercedes Moné not too happy about that one. Her hired gun. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of her hired gun, JC Jane with a kendo stick attacking Io Sky. Wait a minute. Queen Amanada. She's had issues with Mercedes Moné over the last couple of weeks. JC Jane with a swing, that kendo stick, but she just got taken out by the Queen. Amanada is here. And Queen Amanada. Oh, wait a minute. Amanada and Io Sky. Okay, they're all good. Bit of a tense moment there, but Queen Amanada making the save for Io Sky here tonight. back to UPW TV. It is now time for your main event of the evening. The UPW Men's World Championship is on the line. One half of the Kings of Wrestling here tonight. Claudio Castagnoli could become the Men's World Champion just a month ahead of Final Destination. Claudio Castagnoli and Eddie Kingston, a lot of history between these two men, going all the way back to their days in Chikara. And there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of bad blood between Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli. We're going to see that here tonight with the richest prize in the game on the line. I want to quickly go back to what our general manager Ricky Steamboat said ahead of this match. Next week, people, we'll be seeing Speedball Mike Bailey versus Matt Sydal in a number one contender match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. The winner of that will face Dominic Mysterio at Final Destination. Also in the main event next week, the Women's World Champion Athena makes her in-ring return to UPW as she teams with Queen Aminata and Io Sky to face CEO Enterprises. And also we heard from Aleister Black, the leader of the After Image, that next week Penta will face Hechicero, the newest member of the After Image, in a one-on-one contest. Lots of big things happening next week. Like I said, people, we are on the road to Final Destination, and there is no slowing down. That is what it's all about right here, the Men's World Championship of Ultralight Pro Wrestling. Eddie Kingston beat CM Punk for that belt just a couple of weeks ago, episode 36, Reach for the Sky. This is Eddie Kingston's third defense of the UPW Men's World Championship. Here we go, oh my God, Claudio with a big boot right to the face of Eddie Kingston to start things off here. Claudio Castagnoli and Eddie Kingston. There is no other word I can use to describe the relationship between these two men other than hate. These two men hate each other. And Claudio Castagnoli gonna lift Eddie Kingston like he's nothing. Military press in the middle of the ring. Claudio Castagnoli showing off his superhuman strength. Kingston, though, fighting out of the grasp of Claudio Castagnoli. Kingston sending Claudio in the corner. Back elbow from Claudio Castagnoli. Right hand caught by Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston with the right hand. Half and half suplex dumps him on his head. Claudio pushing Eddie Kingston away. Eddie Kingston going onto the apron now. Claudio got Eddie Kingston on the apron. Bad place to be if you're the Men's World Champion. Back first on the hardest part of the ring. Eddie Kingston got Claudio, sends him into the steps. Just last week we saw Eddie Kingston face Chris Hero in a Men's World Championship match. Now the other team, or the other half, of the team known as the Kings of Wrestling, taking his shot at the crown. Big chop by Claudio Castagnoli, taking down Eddie Kingston. Sending Eddie back in the ring. And Claudio calling Eddie Kingston to his feet. Springboard European uppercut from Claudio Castagnoli. And Claudio got the legs. Claudio looking to take Eddie Kingston for a ride. Big swing by Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio off the ropes. Nice blockbuster by Claudio. Now Claudio went back to the legs, but Eddie Kingston gonna push him away. Kingston with the step kicks, the Kawada kicks. Big boot from Claudio Castagnoli. These two just throwing bombs at each other right now. Claudio with the cross arm bar on Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston able to get his foot under the bottom rope. Claudio got him up. Up the water slide, slamming him down, and Claudio is feeling himself right now. Claudio went for a chop, and Kingston able to block it. Kingston got Claudio in the corner, got the leg, kick right to the leg of Claudio Castagnoli. Can't use those legs, can't power men up like Claudio Castagnoli has been known to do over the course of his career. These two just trading strikes right now, and now Claudio's got him in a chokehold. Claudio looking to choke Eddie Kingston out, but no. Kingston with a jawbreaker. And the enziguri to Claudio Castagnoli. Kingston with a cover on Claudio, but Claudio able to get the shoulder up. This is a war of attrition right now. These two men going back and forth. Drop down from Eddie Kingston. Leapfrog from Eddie Kingston. Overhead belly to belly. And Claudio now got to crawl to the corner. Eddie Kingston with a chop to the chest. Turning Claudio around. Went for the club to the back of Claudio with a back elbow. Claudio went for something. Eddie Kingston with a drop kick right to the knee of Claudio Castagnoli. Went for the chop of Claudio. Just a little too low. Eddie Kingston gonna send him to the floor. Kingston with a stomp right to the arm, the elbow pad on Claudio Castagnoli. Maybe a target for Eddie Kingston right now. Trying to find any weak spots in the game. Kingston got Claudio Castagnoli on the floor. Eddie Kingston just beating the hell out of Claudio Castagnoli right now. Claudio getting sent back in the ring. Now Eddie Kingston rolling over Claudio. Quick cover on Claudio Castagnoli. Just a 2 count. Claudio able to get the shoulder up. Claudio, I was going to say taking control over Eddie Kingston, but these two really just not letting the other have any control for more than a moment. Nice dodge by Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio got Eddie Kingston, sends him off the ropes. Tilts a world backbreaker. Beautiful from Claudio Castagnoli. Now Claudio locking in the sharpshooter on Eddie Kingston, but Eddie Kingston able to fight out of it. This world championship match. Oh, backdrop driver! Kingston crawled into the cover. And no, Claudio able to get the shoulder up. Eddie Kingston threw his biggest shot at Claudio, and now he's got him in a dragon sleeper, trying to tap him out. Trying to tap Claudio out, but no, Eddie Kingston letting go. Eddie Kingston letting go. Claudio back to his feet, and Claudio with a lariat. Claudio with a lariat out of nowhere on Eddie Kingston. And no, Kingston able to get the shoulder up. You're hearing the fight forever chant from the ultralights in the crowd. Big European uppercut from Claudio Castagnoli. Now Claudio hanging Eddie Kingston out to dry on the top rope. Kingston able to get the shoulder up. That was another close one. Kingston definitely feeling the exhaustion now. And Claudio, he sees it, he knows it. These two men know each other so damn well. Maybe better than they know themselves. And another back suplex on the apron from Claudio Castagnoli. And a knee strike from Claudio. Stomp to the leg, turning Eddie Kingston around. Looking for that deadlift German, and Kingston's head just hit the apron. Claudio Castagnoli with a very clear target now on the neck of Eddie Kingston. Another European uppercut. Kingston back up, Kingston back up. But no, getting tossed by Claudio again. A big overhead German suplex. But look at this, Eddie Kingston will not die. Eddie Kingston with the dragon screw on the floor. Now Eddie Kingston went to toss Claudio back in the ring, but Claudio stopped himself. Claudio just sent Eddie Kingston right into the steps. And Claudio gonna break up the pin, pick up the count. He knows that he cannot win this match. He cannot win the championship by count out. Claudio wants to take the world championship away from Eddie Kingston. Claudio measuring Eddie Kingston. European uppercut. Is that it? Is that it? Oh no, Eddie Kingston able to get the shoulder up again. And Claudio with a stomp right to the forehead of Eddie Kingston. Another European uppercut, no. Kingston able to move out of the way, drop kick right to the back. Claudio went for that European uppercut, but Kingston was able to dodge, and now Kingston picking away at Claudio Castagnoli. Look at this, oh, thumb to the eye by Claudio Castagnoli. Drop down. Another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. That thumb to the eye might have been the opening that Claudio needed. Claudio going behind. And a club right to the back of the neck again. Eddie Kingston is in a bad way right now. Claudio with a stomp to the arm, and Claudio now got him gut-wrenched. And a suplex on the floor. Claudio with a stomp to the arm. Claudio back in the ring. Claudio Castagnoli has got Eddie Kingston right where he wants him. Beautiful twisted corkscrew cross body. Claudio sending Eddie Kingston back in the ring. People, we might have a new UPW Men's World Champion in just a couple of moments. Wait, no, Eddie Kingston with the forearm. Eddie Kingston, Tiger suplex to Claudio Castagnoli. And the Kawada kicks. Claudio rolling out to the outside. Now Eddie Kingston's gonna follow. Claudio getting back. Oh, no. Back and forth these two guys go. Game of cat and mouse. Claudio got Eddie Kingston in a seated position. A kick right to the face by Claudio. Eddie Kingston went to trip him up, but Claudio caught the leg. Kingston getting his knee slammed into the mat. Eddie Kingston's had a long history of leg issues. That could be it. Oh no. Claudio not able to finish the job quite yet. And now Claudio Castagnoli getting frustrated. Kingston back to his feet. Kingston picking up Claudio now. Scooping a slam. Center of the ring. able to get the shoulder up. Castagnoli now back to his feet. Both these men just staring at each other for a quick second. And a big lariat by Claudio Castagnoli. But Eddie Kingston with a dragon screw again. This has been a fight, people. You can feel the hatred between these two men. Eddie Kingston is calling for the end. Big lariat, back elbow, rolling elbow from Eddie Kingston. Look at this. The Hurricane, but Claudio didn't go down. Claudio didn't go down. Claudio didn't go down. Eddie Kingston got Claudio in the corner, just teeing away at him after the Hurricane. Claudio is out on his feet. German suplex. Eddie Kingston into the cover on Claudio Castagnoli. But no, Claudio kicked out. Claudio kicked out. How the hell did Claudio kick out? Claudio Castagnoli. Oh my God, roll up. Roll up by Claudio. Roll up by Claudio. Oh no, Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston rolling through. Rolling through. No, just a 1 count. Just a 1 count. And Eddie Kingston right to the arm. Right to the arm, but no, Claudio kick right to the head. This is what the Men's World Championship is all about. Eddie Kingston up. Driven down onto the knee, the shoulder breaker by Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio wrenching the neck of Eddie Kingston now. Double foot stomp by Claudio and the kick right to the chest. And now Claudio gonna muscle him up one more time. Look at the strength of Claudio Castagnoli. The big lariat. That could be it. No, Eddie Kingston just barely able to get the shoulder up again. Claudio has won so many matches with that big lariat as of late. And now Claudio looking to lock in the sharpshooter on Eddie Kingston one more time. Oh no, letting go, letting go. Got a different idea. But no, Eddie Kingston able to get out of dodge. Now Kingston sending Claudio off the ropes. German suplex again. Kingston measuring Claudio. Backdrop driver from Eddie Kingston. 1, 2. What? How the hell is Claudio still going? Oh, but Eddie Kingston into the Dragon Sleeper. He's wrenching it back, and Claudio Castagnoli has to tap out. Eddie Kingston with another very impressive victory, another defense of his Men's World Championship, but he knows he's got both Sami Zayn and Kevin Steen waiting for him at UPW Final Destination. People, we will see you next week. What a match, what a show. Episode 41, just a couple more nights, and we will be at Final Destination. People, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.